Good morning, greetings and salutations, optimists. Today is Monday, October 16th, 2023, and we have got a little bit going on the economic calendar. Actually, I gotta update this to be. I just want to focus on the U.S. I'm gonna apply. Okie dokie. So we got the Fed Harker speech, which is of medium importance. We've got the 3 and 6 month bill auction coming out today. And then we've got the NOPA crush report. I don't know what this is, and there's no explanation for it. We've got the monthly budget statement. This is the Fed government budget. Balance is the difference between the budget receipts, income, and the budget outlays, spending. A budget surplus is expressed as a positive value, and a budget deficit is expressed as a negative value. So you can see the forecast is negative $78.6 billion. So that's what the forecast is calling for today. We'll know that at 11 o'clock. This likely will have a reasonable impact on markets. And we got Fed Harker at 1:30. And you know what it is. So, alrighty. Thank you to all the new subs. Thanks so much for being here. I was looking at NEP here, which had a massive drop in September. Alright. We're coming up against that 4,400 marker. There's been a very solid zone of resistance this whole week. So we had some really good technicals here, really strong support and resistance earlier in the day. It looks like we might just blast through that. 4,400 level. Now my setup's already been here. You can see it actually showed up right here with the cyan switch, as well as with that little crossover right there. And then my other part of my setup showed up back here. What time is this at? Like 5:30. So this thing's kind of been set up for me in my style for quite some time for the day. So kind of missed a lot of those moves. It's typically my favorite trade zones. So let's get a little zoomed in here. You can see there's a little bit of decline in demand on the TTM side. But if we do get some pullbacks, it doesn't look like, just given the pullbacks from today, it doesn't look really all that bad. So I might be looking for a bounce off the 9 exponential, which is right down here around 4,400. I don't think we're going to get that kind of pullback. This just has me on a trail max. Let's see, I don't want that. We can just do 5 for now. Missed that bounce, or really that rip from 44. Just getting assessed and taking a look at everything. Just continuing to pop. I'm going to put an order at 4401.25. And actually, I'm going to see if I can get 3 contracts. I don't know if my account will allow for that. No, it won't. But I'm pretty sure we can do 2. Yeah, we can do 2. So the pullback zone would be all the way down to like 4,400. So I'm looking for kind of a smaller pullback with a little bounce to it. I very clearly already missed a lot of this move here. And so this is a little bit of a risky-ish type trade. There's a little flag here, though, so we're kind of banking on that. 7.7 and 7.9 on TTM. Looks like we're not going to get that much of a pullback, and we're just going to get a bounce up. Yeah, gonna go to for some reason I don't have buy the ask. I have join the bid. It's kind of weird. So we're gonna get a fill. Doesn't look like we had. Yeah. Guess I should just bought market because I couldn't seem to get a fill right there. So we really missed that whole run. I was trying to get in, get a fill, and you know how it is trading with the simulator. A lot of times it'll run over your fill order and just won't give you a fill, which can be really frustrating. And so I ended up just buying this on the really just sort of at a bad price, buying it on the back end of the move. I was trying to take this move here since it looked like we were going to get a rip off that flag. And so now we're going to get a reversal a little bit. So cut that for a 225 loss. Definitely dropped quite a bit on that. I think that the most frustrating part about trading the sim is that for whatever reason, whatever they changed, like I don't know, 9 months ago or something like that, it just became incredibly challenging to get fills on sim, and I have no idea why. Hey, Tiny. Good to see you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've had this exact thing happen. What up, Kevin? Good to see you. I've had that exact thing happen, man, where like I've actually canceled the order that I'm just like going about my business, then all of a sudden it's just like brink, and I'm like, what? Like what just happened? Alright, so we can attempt to go for the 9 EMA bounce here, but it kind of looks like we might be out of head and shoulders, but I'm gonna try it anyway. So we got a market order there. Now this also could be a bad trade, because I'm just gonna explain the reason why. Because we've already had this big move here, and so we may actually be on the backside of the move and heading towards the head and shoulders here. But I'm taking a risk here off a 3-minute pullback for a 9 EMA bounce, and so that's sort of the risk that I'm intentionally taking. And it's just below our sell order, the price. There we go. We got that trade. So that was 5 ticks. Made back 125 out of our 225 loss. So it looks like we're going to get another op here, maybe a cup and handle. I do like how fast TOS is to be able to do technical analysis like that. Took another entry here. Got entered a little high at 7.5. Wanted to get more at 7. Didn't quite get that. And so it's going for 5 ticks up to, I'm going to go to 850, go for 4 ticks. That'll put us back at break even. Let's see if there's a, yeah, there we go, buy bid. That's what I want. Let's move that up. Soft line. There we go. Join the bid. All right. I'm gonna flatten this. There's a market out. So right just back where we started. Well, not where we started, but negative 225. Looks like we might be forming an ABCD here on the back side of a head and shoulders. There's a 9 bounce. Alright, join the bid there. I'm going to adjust this because I don't see a reason why I'd ever really want to buy the ask. There we go. Join bid, buy market, sell market, join the ask. There we go. So currently in at 6.25 and slightly red on this. This could just fall down to 4,400. It wouldn't shock me if it did. Like I said, this is seemingly the backside of the move on a head and shoulders. Yeah, we're gonna flat that. Could pop back up. That's okay. What's the difference between flatten now? Reverse. That's what I want. There we go. Okay. Gonna look at I totally canceled that. But now I'm in a short trade at the moment to the downside. Well, obviously because I'm shorting. And we're in at 6.25. I'm just gonna flat that. So I got out with like a $50 profit on that, I think. Alright, looking to join the bid there for this attempt at the... So the idea here is that this is an ABCD, but it may not be. Like I said, it's the backside of his head and shoulders. So We may consolidate here, get this ABCD, and push up further, or we may just drop down to 4,400. I think that given this rip, the likelihood of dropping down to the 4,400 may be higher than the ABCD in terms of probability. Yeah. So I reversed that trade. Not at the best time, but so I'm gonna put my fill order at 4401.50. Then we'll go 4402.50. So it'd be 8 ticks. I'm trying to work on going short more frequently. So what would be a lot of the intention through this week of trading on a simulator is to develop my short trading strategy. And I think we have room down here at about 4,400. I'm not quite getting the drop that I want to see. Yeah, we hit 4402.75, but not 50. Close. And now we're getting a surge back up. Pretty large surge back up, honestly. It's actually pretty crazy. I was hoping to be able to grab like certain reversals. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to use TOS for funding. I just don't think TOS is fast enough for funding. There's a big candle there from 03 all the way up to 06. It's a 12 ticker. I'm gonna cut this. Extremely inaccurate, but you can see like I'm hitting market here, and like we're still not out. But this is very common of TOS. So I'm not like surprised. So I finally marketed out there. So this looks like we're actually potentially going to get this ABCD to play out here. Okay. Well, I was gonna choose a bracket order, but now we're in a long position. 6 1/4. So it moved through my order, but didn't fill it. You can see it's actually above there. It's at 8, and our seller is at 775. Yeah, filled it at 775. This could potentially push all the way up through the highs here. The TTM is sort of lagging out a bit. Not lagging, but declining. That was a big reversal off that 4403. Pull up about $5. Pretty solid there. Market always takes longer. Tell me about it. So really, I guess what I'm focusing on this week is trying to get, I suppose, the timing of entries, which is TOS is not great for attempting that. But what I'm also looking to do is take larger trades. One of the reasons why I'm trading in the simulator and why I didn't pick up another evaluation at this particular point in time. Although I will be trading in a evaluation next week. Yeah, starting next Monday, trading an eval. So we got this TTM decline here. We got this high up here at 1050 and sort of resistance there at like 10 or 950 zone. We did pop up back to 4409, and it looks like we're going to get another op here to break through the highs potentially. So we have an entry off of 4408 and looking to have that pull up to just the test of the high up there at 1050. So we do have some cyan on the TTM, and we topped here at 9 1/4. I might want to drop this to 4410. Now we could just rip through the highs, but the reason why I'm going at 4410 is because it's sort of a natural resistance level. Also, that 950 zone has been pretty hot as a resistance area. It's hit it several times. TTM's at 1.16. Gonna drop this to 9 1/4. And going red slightly on that trade at the moment. It's a pretty decent sized rejection, but you can see this hammer candle forming here. So we have the potential to go both ways with a lot of momentum. So we got out at like 9 1/4. We have a really big potential here to go and rip up pretty heavily. I'm gonna go for it. There's that 44.10. There's an entry at 975 here. And there's that ABCD pattern that we sort of mentioned. It's kind of a funky looking one though. It's almost like an extended U-shaped pattern. TTM going from 1.0 to 1.3 to 1.7 on the current candle. I want to see this break over 2, preferably over 2.1. I'm going to drop this to 1175. So this would be the intention here would be a break of the highs, which is going to be pretty challenging. But that doesn't mean it's not possible, but it is going to be a bit challenging here. It's looking like it's not going to break through. Yeah. We had too much sell-off off that. There is a bit of a 9 EMA bounce here, so it's sort of like an extended U-shaped pattern. I think I definitely bought a little overzealously. It doesn't mean that this is necessarily going to be a bad trade, but I could have focused on the entry being at the 9 EMA. We got to break over 44.10 in order to see this breakout actually happen. I'm going to move this to 44.10. And didn't do it, so we're going to cut. A chance to make a new high there. Buyers failed. Sellers make the push back down into the 44.06 zone. Now we may actually get a reversal toward the downside here. I'm going to recheck that economic calendar, see if we had anything coming at 8. So we did get the Harker speech. 8:30 is the Treasury auction. I don't think it's going to impact the market all that much. Although Treasury rates are really high. Holy crap, 5.6? I need to buy some more Treasuries. Wow, 5.6. These were not this high not that long ago. A month ago, they were 5.53. For whatever reason, last info I remembered was this 5.3 area. Now we're at 5.6. Wow. We got 3-month treasuries at 5.62%. It's definitely a good time to build a treasury ladder. If you guys aren't sure what a treasury ladder is, essentially you can buy like a 1-month treasury. You buy one every week. Minimum investment's like $100. So you buy $100 a week for 4 weeks and select the reinvestment option, and then you'll just start getting a treasury that expires every single week. And so every single week you'll get paid a little bit of money from your treasury yield. And it's not like it's huge money, but it is something. It is, and then it'll just keep moving with the interest rates as well. So it's not going to be a lot of money, but when you break it out over a year, it's $5.60 for the 560 current, and you divide that out by 12, and so you're going to get 47 cents for each one of these treasury yields. Not going to be huge at first, but you can definitely build this up. A lot of people build really strong income streams from using treasury bonds, so it's a pretty decent investment strategy. It's very, very low risk and very, very beginner friendly. So that's one thing I personally really like about it. Let's see. May have a short up. I'm going to look for a short move down to the EMA 35. Down here at 44.04. I'm in at 750 short. And I'm looking for that to go down to 44.05. And I'll just hold through this push up here. There's sort of that extended U-shape pattern. We had a green dot there on the CTM for a moment, which would look good for long, and this kind of looks like a long setup here. Sort of the backside of that U-shape. I've been pretty inaccurate on my trading today. Frankly, this is not necessarily my edge. It's also been a hot minute since I've traded in the sim. That popped all the way up to 9.25. But like I've said, I'm actually looking for a reversal downward. I've been very inaccurate today. Probably the most inaccurate I've been in a very long time. No, that looks like a upward move now. Yep. We'll cut that. Wow. So while we wait for that cut to happen. Jeez. Super long. So I'll likely be keeping a lot of the trading streams short this week, about a half an hour. I get a really busy week going on. So I'm almost done with the remodel in my bedroom. I'm like on the home stretch, and so I'm just like wanting to get through it. But outside of that, then I'm also just like making some other changes along to my health as well. So as we go through those changes, likely over the next 6 months, yeah, I'll just keep you guys as informed as I possibly can. But life is changing quick, which is a good thing. Can also be a stressful thing, but also it's just, I prefer change over stagnation, honestly. So, but yeah, gonna be a lot of changes coming through the next 6 months or so, and I will try to incorporate as many upgraded changes to the stream as well. Early on in our stream, we started off with just a white background. We eventually developed the background and whatnot. We eventually started like getting our streaming higher quality, went from 720 to 1080. We had a couple other things as well, improved our microphone, improved a bunch of different stuff, our headsets, improved the music, all these different things. So I'm looking to take things to the next level, whether or not that stays as a stream or goes to full-time videos. I'm not 100% clear on that yet, uh, but I'll definitely keep you guys informed as much as possible with it, and look to build a resource section in the Discord community eventually over time. I'm looking at a way to make that be a little bit easier to access a lot of that information. And I'll be relying on the community as well to be able to make the to make that Discord resource uh as robust as it can be. I'll try and add as much content in there myself, but I'll also be looking for you guys to add whatever you guys want to as well. Um, if you feel that it'll help the community or feel that it'll help bring more clarity and understanding to something or like a particular topic, by all means. So, but yeah, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here and get started on the rest of the work. So, much love, and I'll be back trading in the evals very soon. So that breakout did happen. This was the one that I was looking for with this trade here, and just didn't get it. And ended up getting it on that reversal. So 44.14 was that high there, and I was going for 44.12 up here on this one. So yeah, some nice moves in the market though. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be available in the Discord community if y'all tag me or anything like that. So, all right, but peace. See you tomorrow.